This
Proceed.
conference will now be recorded.
So can we start with Aditya? Hello, Aditya, are you there? Guys, you can unmute yourself. Okay, there's option to mute, unmute, and then you can speak. What's about Venu?
Hello.
Yes, hi Venu.
Uh, hi Ajit. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening, Venu. Yeah.
So what is it? Can you come again? I missed it.
Uh, no, I just wanted to understand your the experience and then expectation from this training, what you are basically looking for.
Actually, I am looking for hands-on experience and implementation knowledge
Okay.
for all the concepts in SD. That is my requirement.
Uh, Currently, are you in which technology, SAP itself or even the domain?
SAP, SAP, SAP.
Okay, are you in the SAP and you want to more experience in the SAP as a part of?
Yeah.
Yes, Aditya, session started. Let's.
See, I don't have implementation knowledge regarding SD,
Mm-hmm.
so I want it like hands-on experience for all the concepts.
So, what basically you know about the SAP? Uh,
I'm familiar with O2C concepts like pre-sales inquiry quotation, orders, type of orders, like standard order, then credit memo, debit memo.
so you know the process,
Then,
right?
yeah, I know the process.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. So, so your expectation here to get more details, more in-depth knowledge about those processes and behind the processes, what is the configurations inbuilt, and
Mm-hmm.
apart from this, what other functionality like the pricing or
Yes, yes.
any basic functionality like we are going for the
Determinations,
partner
determinations.
procedure. Yeah, determination is a very small thing, but like how we are going to map the partner procedure or the ATP checks or your customer uh, account setup or the pricing or the account determination, the integration part with the cross
Yeah,
modules, right?
yeah.
Okay, okay, that's
Basically,
fine.
hands-on experience. My only motive is to get hands-on experience for all the concepts because right now we don't have knowledge on implementation project. So I
Okay.
want to know implementation project
And
kind
what
of
about,
experience.
yeah, what's about your experience in the RISEF object? Do you have experience in the RISEF object as well?
Sorry, I don't have it. What is it?
RISEF mean that is the report interfaces, conversions, or the forms. Have you done any kind
No,
of
no,
experience in these areas?
no, no, no. I don't
Okay,
have any knowledge
okay,
regarding it.
okay, okay. Why I'm taking all this input? Because once you get the input, then if you're going to join the sessions, okay, then we'll cover
Mm-hmm.
all these points in our session. It's not only about the SAP standard functionalities. We will talk about the how we are going to work on the project and then different kind of projects. It's not only the implementations while we are going to work on the rollout or conversions or the CR implementations or the SR implementations, how we are going to drive those projects. Okay, if you are assigning to any of the activities.
Okay, okay.
So we'll be starting from the scratch, like how we're going to build the enterprise structures, then how we're going to utilize the enterprise structures. I'm just giving one of the example. Or if you're going to create a master data, what is the thoughts behind the master data? what kind of master data we are going to cover from the OTC perspective, or what kind of master data that we are going to cover from the integration point of view. And then we'll talk about the other areas like where we have the core SD, the pricing, account determinations, incompletion log, special business processes, right? ITP check, those things. So this is my core module, right? And so that I was asking like what you're expecting from the core module. We are not talking about the S4 HANA here, because S4 HANA is altogether different stories. Here we are talking about the core SD. Okay, that's fine, Venu. Thanks for your quick introductions. Let's go to the
Yeah.
Apurva.
Thank you, Ajit.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi, Ajit.
Hi, Apurva.
And yeah, I'm Apurva, and I have like some basic knowledge in SD. I have some worked in S4 HANA. So I haven't worked on any implementation projects. I'm in the starting level. So it's like I've maintained like the enterprise structure, like creating DCs, SOs, and I've worked on some order creations like standard order, and then credit memo, debit memos, and everything. Apart from that, I have worked a little bit on business partner creations, and yeah, so like I know all the basic things. I know I take part in all the testing process, but still I'm not still in implementation where you mentioned about this pricing conditions and the item category determination. I think those are important. So and I also want to know about these IDOCs.
Okay.
That yeah, so I have no knowledge about it, and like I don't know how it is implemented, because I've worked on output conditions maintenance, but still I'm not sure about it, so I would like to
Okay.
also learn about it.
Okay. So out of 10, if we are going to consider like let's list out the all activity. I thought you have worked on the enterprise structure, right? It is one of the basic activity that will have to work from any of the modules, not even from the OTC. From all the modules, they are going to know about the OTC. Then after that, we have the master data. In the master data, like the customer, CMIR, material, condition master, output master. Okay.
Okay.
And then behind the output master, this master, have you done any kind of configurations as well, like the account group, partner intermissions, activities, and all?
No, I haven't done that. I would like to learn
Okay.
about that.
And then what's about the document management? Have worked on all the activity like document control, like header segregations, uh, all the structures of the sales order, structure of
Yeah,
the
I
delivery,
know all
structure
the
of the billing.
structures and where it is maintained, but still I haven't maintained any like one document control, or like I haven't maintained one, but still
Okay.
I know where it is maintained and how it is getting determined.
Got it. So what
Yeah.
I understood here, you wanted to know about the SD again in details, like Venu, and then additionally you wanted to understand about the IDOC structures as well, right? How the IDOCs
Yeah.
is getting implemented. If you're going to assign to any of the project, how the IDOCs are getting implemented. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah, correct.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. So let's go to
And one more doubt,
Yuga.
like all these
Yes,
sessions will
Apurva.
be with S4 HANA, right? Or we will use a different thing?
No, there is a two things, guys. It's up to you. Are you going to have the session on S4 HANA platform, or you want to go with the ECC platform?
Okay.
So that I'm asking here, are you looking for the core SD on traditional database, or core SD on HANA database, like S4 HANA functionality, or we are also looking for the advanced functionality which has been offered in S4 HANA?
Okay,
You got
I'm
my
looking
point?
for the SD database that is, yeah, in S4 HANA.
Okay. You know, there's a lot of
Yeah.
functionality SAP has offered in S4 HANA. Okay. So in this SD
Mm-hmm.
training, we are not going to discuss those points. Like we have the Fury, we are having the
Mm-hmm.
business partner, we have the we call the settlement management, we call the
Mm-hmm.
BRF plus. Okay, then we are calling the HANA migration cockpit. Then we
Mm-hmm.
have the product allocations in here, right? We have the advanced returns management. These are
Yeah.
basically a part of our S4 HANA sales upscaling.
Yes.
It's not the part of our core SD. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
if still you want to learn the whole things on the HANA platform, then we are not going to talk about the customer. We are going to talk about the business partner, and then integration of the business partner with the customer.
Okay.
You got the differences
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
Apurva?
yeah, I got it. So
Okay,
we are talking
because
about the process, and then
hmm,
it's like it's a general
hmm,
one, and then we can implement it in S4HANA.
right. So core SD basically talk, I'm just giving one example. If you
Mm-hmm.
think you guys have worked on the customer master data, right?
Yeah,
How to create a customer master data or how
yeah,
to extend the customer master data, or
yes.
probably that somebody has worked on how we are going to maintain the customer master data. What is the config behind this, like the account group and partner terminations?
Mm-hmm.
While we are going to work in the into the S4 HANA environment, right? We are
Mm-hmm.
not going to talk about the business customer master. Customer master data is there, that config is there, but on top of we are going to talk about the business partner. So if we are going to talk about the master, we'll talk about the business partner, and they will decide the business partner is going to be extended for which roles, is the customer or is the supplier or is a credit master.
Okay.
Okay, so if somebody is not having a good knowledge in SAP SD, so I would recommend first we'll go to the SAP SD core knowledge, and later stage you can extend your expertise in the S4 HANA upskilling.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You got the understanding difference between both two things, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
Okay. Then Ugandhar, I think. I'm not sure. Ugandhar Alagada. Can you hear me, Ugandhar? Okay. Aditya, now can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes,
I'm
Aditya.
audible?
Yes, now you're audible. So,
Yes.
uh, what is your experience, Adit, and what you are looking for?
So I have an experience in SAP SD profile only, and I want to just knowledge of S4 HANA because I have knowledge of ECC. I have worked in ECC module,
Mm-hmm,
and currently there is a demand of S4 HANA in market,
hmm,
and don't have any knowledge in that software S4 HANA. S4 HANA
okay.
interface. So that's and all the Fiori apps which is there.
Mm-hmm,
So I just want an
okay.
overview. I just want to learn SAP S4 HANA in detail.
Got it. So, guys, like I have spoken to Venu, I spoken to Apurva. Now with you, Aditya. So, why you are
Yes.
not guys joined directly on the S4 HANA? Why we are looking for the SD? You can do the similar kind of configuration with the extra uh, features in the S4 HANA, because when we are going to expose yourself in the market, you
Yes.
confidently said like you have worked on the S4 HANA environment.
Okay,
Guys,
but
you got the
there are some
point.
things which I have not on this business partner and all advanced
that
ATP.
we
I'm
that we
not
are going
familiar
to
with that
discuss.
configuration.
That
Yes.
no, see, there is a two things always. If you talk about the S4 HANA, even in the S4 HANA training, there is a two part. One part, are you going to join the SAP SD on HANA platform? Are we going to join the SAP S4 HANA self upskilling? If we are going to talk about the self upskilling, I will talk about only the delta changes, like the advanced ATP, business partner, and HANA Migration Cockpit, Fury, settlement management, or your number range extensions. These point I'm going to talk about. I will not talk about the document control, partner terminations, special features like the cash order, sales order, listing, exclusion. We are not going to talk about that things. So what I'm suggesting here, you should start the training on HANA platform, not on the ECC platform. Okay, we are not going to touch base the advanced functionality like advanced ATP. We are not going to learn settlement. We are not going to work, but at least you will be having an idea how we are going to work with the standard features what SAP has offered, like the document control or the billing control, delivery document control, partner interventions, business partner, Fiori, that you can learn from this training.
Okay.
You got the difference, Aditya, like what I'm recommending here?
Yes, yes, I got the difference, and I'm sure I can learn here
Okay,
what
so guys,
I can fulfill my
join the
requirement with.
SAP. Right. So guys, join the SAP same training. We are going to the whole configurations, but in S4 HANA, where we are what additional things are there. Obviously, we are not going to talk about the certain things because not for the upscaling, is for the core SAP SD, but on the HANA platform, so that we can see the is important differences. Even what tables has been obsolete, what tables has been arrived newly in S4 HANA, we will discuss those points as well, so that you easily identify like this table was available in the ECC. Now this table is completely obsolete in S4 HANA. So what is the replacement of those tables? That we can see the differences as well. Clear,
Yes,
Aditya?
yes,
I
yes,
think that
definitely.
that things you are looking for, am I right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So we'll go with this one. I think if everybody's agree, like Venu, Apurva, okay, then we can go on this platform only because you guys are already working on
Yeah.
this PSD.
Yes. Yeah. Sure. I'm okay with it.
Right. So you guys are already working on the SAP SD. So I don't think so. We are going to talk about the SAP SD on ECC platform. It's going to be obsolete in coming years. So let's talk about the S4 HANA. Okay.
Yeah.
The same
Mm-hmm.
thing. Got it?
Yeah. Sure.
Yes.
Good. So thanks, Aditya, for a quick introduction. Avadhes, what's about you?
Hello, I'm audible.
Yes, Avadhes, you are audible now.
Uh, yes, sir. Actually, I'm just also looking for SAP SDS for HANA.
Okay. So I think the same what I have explained, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
Actually, for the SD purpose, I have just gained training from myself. Actually, I
Mm-hmm.
just read from the YouTube and I got a video from a training institute from Gaurav Consulting.
Mm-hmm.
So I got some knowledge regarding the enterprise structure and the master data and the business partner and
Mm-hmm.
the pricing condition and the sales
Mm-hmm.
process, sales cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So, but as up to the implementation knowledge, I don't have. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, in the next of month, there is an interview in another company. So they want the one that I gain a knowledge up to the implementation process, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
so that they can directly send me to the client side. So that's
Okay.
why I just looking for the SAP SD in the S4 HANA.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. The concept. Okay. So, that definitely we are going to talk about that things as well. Okay. And uh, so you know the SAP SD as you said, right? So you are so so in SAP SD, have you gone through the complete configurations like as I said for the document control or for the
Yes,
pricing,
sir. Yes, sir.
account
Yes,
automations?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So
Output
you
determination, document control. I have done all the configuration for this.
mhm, okay. And the same thing you wanted in the S4 HANA, that how is going to be, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Or along with the delta
Actually,
changes.
when you are talking with Purva, you was talking about the RICEP. I think it's a part of ABAP.
No, it's not a part of ABAP of this. It's a part of our consulting, right? So while we are going to work on the RISEF object, we are going to have the report interfaces conversions, okay, enhancement, your workflow. Got it? So
Okay.
my thoughts here, like if you have worked on this RISEF object or not.
No,
Obviously
I have didn't
that
work.
is managed by, obviously that is managed by your technical guys, but from the functional side, how you are going to design the documents? Unless you are not designing your documents, how your web person is going to understand like what you are looking for, or what is your business looking for? You got my
Okay.
point?
Yes, sir.
So from, you are the face of the company, not your developer. Developer is working behind you. What requirement you are passing to the developer, and developer will get the requirement by reading your documents. So the reading your document, that is your design documents. That is called the functional specifications for interface, reports, workflow, or the forms, kind of how we are going
Okay.
to write the face, how we are going to read the requirements, and then once you read the requirements, how we are going to build the requirement.
Okay, sir.
Clear? So
Okay.
that point we
So,
also discuss. That point we also discuss. Okay, because this is important. Without this, we cannot like work in any of the project. This is the important. Nobody is only just using the standard functionalities. If not the interfaces, at least you should work on the forms.
okay.
Yes, tell me of this. You were saying something.
No, sir, I was not saying anything.
Hi,
Okay.
Okay,
Ajit.
So any,
no issue, sir.
uh-huh.
Hi, Ajit. I was
Yes.
about to ask some other question.
Yes, Adit, tell me.
Are we going to execute a live project or working on a live project here?
No, it's
Okay.
not a live project session. That is how we are going to work on the live projects. I will guide you, but we are not
Okay.
going to refer any of the live project system. The system will be the sandbox system of HANA. Okay, and then how we are going to work on the project by using the uh, demo data, I will explain it. And if somebody is saying
Okay.
Adit, they will provide you the live projects, is 100% false. Nobody can provide, nobody can
Okay.
expose the client data. I will, even if I'm
Yes.
going to share the documents, I will modify my documents and will share with you. I will definitely not share any kind of client data or client details as well of my projects.
Yes, sure.
So that is not possible. It's not the real scenarios. Okay. And if somebody is offering, probably they may offer by taking some money from you and then sending to some X or Y or Z place, and that will be always a domestic client. And I know how the domestic client is work. I never worked on domestic client, but that is the way like some of the organizations are working like that. Okay, are you
Yes,
clear,
sure. I
Aditya?
was just want to. Yes, I am clear. I just wanted to confirm. That's all.
Yeah, so it's not the live project, but yes, you can feel it's a kind of live project, and how basically we are working on the live projects. That I will give some glimpse for the ASAP methodology and also for the activate methodology, because now we are working on the activate methodology on the S4 HANA environment. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Lokesh,
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
yes, you are audible, Lokesh.
Yes, sir. I just joined your session. I got the reference from someone, my colleague. So I want to know the. Actually, I am a fresher in a SAP area. I just little knowledge in my last company. I was in a project department, so there was some work on the MM module for like bomb creation like that. So actually, I want to create my skills in a SAP area.
Mm-hmm.
So I am getting the knowledge for different module like SD module, HANA like that. So can you provide the just brief introduction about the SD module? Uh, what thing we will cover in the SD module like that?
Definitely, definitely, we are going to talk
Actually,
about
actually,
those
uh,
things as
actually,
well.
I'm a fresher in a SAP department, so SAP area. So that's why I'm talking about that.
No, that definitely we are going to talk about what things I'm going to share na, that we are going to talk about that things only, right? So that is not
Okay.
an issue. We will talk about like what we are going to discuss.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So one thing I want to know, is there any previous experience required for SD module if I join the SD module?
No, I don't think so. It's required in a previous model. Mostly companies are looking for what you have, okay, in your this one SD knowledge. So they are looking for the actual knowledge in SAP SD. Domain will never consider. Sometimes it get considered, but not every time.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So just give me a minute. Okay. So now who is missing? Or we to speak to Lokesh, Avdesh, Vaibhav.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Vaibhav.
Um, Hi Ajit. I'm audible?
Yes, you are audible now.
Okay. Hi Ajit. So Ajit, I also joined a little late. So what I understood from the conversation that you are going to cover core
Mm-hmm.
SD config and the processes on HANA platform, right?
Right.
Okay. So that's what my requirement was. Basically,
Okay.
currently I'm working on a SD module only. But
Mm-hmm.
my most of the experience is was into a testing. So recently, in last couple of years, I started working on as a consultant. But
Mm-hmm.
mostly, I did enhancement on the existing platform, as in the standard config and standard process was already built in, and I did some changes on that. So basically, I'm lagging the standard config and that part. So that's where I'm looking for a core SD on, and obviously and boom, we'll like to cover that as well.
Okay, that will cover. So I will share what we are going to cover in our
Okay,
SD. And if you guys are looking for the S4 HANA content as well, I will share that way as well. So I need to have a confirmations. Are you only looking for the SAP SD on HANA platform? Or are you looking for the Delta uh, process as well on S4 HANA? Okay.
okay, okay.
I
So,
don't think so. Anybody is missing. Yes, tell me, Vaibhav.
no, it's okay. I'm done. Thanks.
Okay. So let's share my screen. Are you able to see my screen, guys?
Yes.
So if you talk about the SD, okay. mm, So this part we are going to cover in the SD part. Okay. Don't consider the 30 to 35 hours, guys. It's going to be more. Okay. I'm not basically providing a training based on the hours. Okay. My here the way of working, unless you are not able to get the right things, then you can continue. Okay, it's maybe the 35 or it's maybe the 60 hours. Doesn't matter for me. So here we are going to talk about the enterprise structure. Okay, guys. Then we are going to talk about the master data in unit 2. In the master data, we are going to talk about the customer material, CMIR, output master. So initially we are going to just discuss about the output master, but later stage we are going to talk about the config behind the output master. Then we'll talk about the pricing master, and then behind this what the major configurations are there. These two part we are going to talk later on, but in the initial session we are going to talk about the customer, how to create, how to extend the middle, what the tables has been introduced. Now this part we are going to talk about with the BP. So I will show you the next our content. Okay, so this is our customer master data. Then this part you can see output, log of incompletion, common master, free good. That is going to be a part of my different processes. Then we are going to talk about the important functions of the sales document, where we are going to talk about the item categories, schedule lines are there, configuration of the business processes. Okay, then ATP check we are going to talk about. Then we are going to talk about the configuration of the basic functions, which is used in all the processes, like how we are going to complete the pricing, partner information, free goods, listing exclusions, item proposal, output management, text control, incompletion log, okay, and then bill of material scenarios. These are the various pre-sales activities we are going to talk about. So this is inquiry quotations is a major pre-sales activities. Promotion sales deals also you can use it, but now in S4 HANA is quite changed. Sales campaigning, that is absolute things, okay. But we definitely talk about the promotion and the sales deals. Then we are going to talk about the some important sales process, like how we are going to execute the consignment end-to-end process concerning the fill up, issue, returns, and pickup. Then we talk about the outline agreement, which consists of the contracts, quantity value contract, and the scheduling agreement. Then we talk about the complaint process. We are going to talk about the returns, credit memo, debit memo, and then invoice correction. And behind this, we are also going to talk about the replacement, how we are going to work on the replacement process in the returns by considering returns. Then we talk about the some other process like rush order, cash sales. Then in the shipping process, we are going to talk about the outbound deliveries, all the logistics related activities, how to do the picking, what is the standard picking is possible in SAP SD area, and how we are going to do the picking from the EWM side. Packing, only the label one packing, because multi-level packing is part of the HU management, which is the different modules, mostly is managed through the WM IW modules. We are going to talk about the PGI integrations, and then how it's getting integrated from the side. Then what the important organization will be used in the delivery process, what is a prerequisite to create the outbound deliveries, what is the source data to create the outbound deliveries is only sales or project systems or the STO process. And then we'll talk about the functions of the delivery documents and then control behind the delivery documents. This is your whole shipping process. Then in the billing process, we are going to talk about how we're going to manage the billing, what kind of billing process that do we have in my systems, what is the controls and configuration behind this, how the number units are going to play a major role in the billing processes, how we are going to do the cancellations, is cancellation the legal documents we are going to talk about. Then in the billing types, we are going to talk about the process we have discussed, the complaint like the credit memo, debit memo, returns, invite corrections. We are going to talk about the down payment, milestone, and periodic billing. That is again is a special billing type which is used in order to go for the rental agreement, or if you go for any for the project systems or any of the real estate business. Then we are going to talk about the settlement, where we have the invoice combination, invoice split, or the delivery combination, delivery split. And they will talk about the account determinations. This is one of the SDF finance integrations. Then here we are going to talk about the copying controls. So when I'm going to talk about the document flow from sales to delivery, delivery to billing, or billing to sales, or billing to billing, or sales to sales, then we'll talk about all this functionality under the copying control. Then we go in details about the pricing, like what is the pricing behavior, what is the importance, what is the pricing components, and then how we are going to use the pricing under the condition technique. So when we talk about the condition technique, we are having the multiple things under the condition technique. We have the pricing, we have the output, we have the text, we have the listing, exclusions, free goods, account determination. These are falls under the condition technique. So we are going to talk about the condition technique, but behind the condition technique, there is a lot of processes we are going to discuss. So pricing is one up. Then we are going to talk about the your SD and finance integrations. So this is your core SD, and the same it's applicable in the S4 HANA as well. Any questions till now? Anybody? Just give me a minute. anybody is having any queries?
Sir, I'm just asking, the classes will be on Saturday, Sunday, or on daily basis?
We can decide. So it's depend on like how you are comfortable, how I'm comfortable, right? Because I am also working, so I'm working on the voice workshop. So we'll have to look how we are going to process. So most probably that we are going to cover in the weekend session, not in the weekdays at this moment. So this is our SD guys, and if you look at for the S4 HANA, this is my S4 HANA content. Are you able to see the S4 HANA?
Yes.
So in the S4 HANA, when we are going to talk about, we are going to talk about the Fiori apps, then customer account configurations, number ranges of the partner procedure, business partner rules, master synchronization of the your customer and business partner, BUPT. Then we are going to talk about the CVI, customer vendor integrations, then HANA journey. Then are the major scenarios in the HANA journey? Then what are the changes in the material master in S4 HANA? Then we are going to talk about the Fiori in details, like how the Fiori is getting configured, what is the purpose of the Fiori, and then why we are going to replace the transaction with the Fiori application. So we are going to talk about the complete Fiori session, guys. And then when we are going to talk about the Fiori, we try to understand like how the VA01 or the VL01 or the MM01 or the VL02N is got replaced with the Fiori application, and the how the reports are look like in the Fiori. So we are going to talk about the embedded reportings. We are going to talk about the normal reporting. We are going to talk about the graphical representation of the report in the Fiori. And then we are going to talk about the inventory management related applications, like currently we are doing the posting by using the Migo or the MB1C. MB1C is now obsolete in S4 HANA. Or we are going to do the posting by using the purchase order and inbound delivery. We have to see the stock uh, stock locations or stock in the MMB or MB52. So how we are going to utilize the Fiori to look at all these reports in the very standard way or very simplest way? We are going to talk about that part as well here. Then we are going to cover the scenario, any of the one or two scenario, because we know the SD, because in this sessions we have covered all the SD part. Now here we are going to utilize one of the process. We are going to pick up like sales from stock or consignment process or the any complaint process, and we'll have to run those process by utilizing the Fiori applications. And you guys can also do the exercise on the Fiori applications. Then we are going to talk about the embedded analytics. And then if you guys are looking for the S4 HANA sales upskilling, then we are going to talk about this advanced ATP, condition contract, and BRF plus, and advanced customer return process in HANA migration. Some other topics is also introduced in S4 HANA in 2021, like number injections, extends the requested delivery date. Those we are also going to talk about. So this part is comes as a advanced. So if you guys are looking for the advanced things also in SAP SD, we are going to talk about this one. Else we'll leave it, but we definitely talk about the Fiori and then we'll talk about the customer and BP. Clear? So whatever the hours here is there, that is got added here. If you are going to consider the partial in the HANA, so it's going to talk about the 50. So 20 hours you can add it here. So that will be the 70 hours total. You clear guys here?
Yeah.
So anybody is having any queries? And you will be getting the server if you're going to work on the SAP SD S4 HANA or whatever. Skills look like same. It's not like difference. If I'm going to work on the HANA, I will get the server of the HANA like this. and the server will be like this one. So here we'll be getting the SAP GUI screen. If you want to work on the GUI, config will remain same. There is no difference in the config. So here only we can differentiate here, like if you go to the systems here, status, then product version here, you can just see here on what version you are working. So we are working on the SAP S4 HANA 2021. Okay, so from here you can get it. This is my S4 HANA on premise 2021. This is my latest version. Okay, now in September, October, we'll be getting the 2022 version. Okay, but yes, some of the tables is like obsolete here. For example, if you want to see the status table of SD, this is one of the simplest table. So if you want to see the VVUK tables, that is obsolete. You cannot find here. So this table is no more available. So now you can ask like where the status is getting updated. So status is getting updated in the core table. So if you go to the core table here, VVAK, you can see the status. So status is getting updated here. I'm just showing some of the example, guys, so that you are aware. Here you can see, guys, all the status is getting updated here itself. Okay, so there is no need to go to the VVUK to get the status. Now the question here, how the status is getting updated here, that is a technical aspects behind this. I will show you how we are going to find like how the status is getting merged in the core tables. That I will show you. So this is the things you can get it in the S4 HANA. Probably if you're going to look the KONB table, this is one of the table in the pricing. Now this table is also obsolete. If you look at here, we can not find the entries any. This table is replaced by this table. PS Indian Industrial Elements. So as soon as my transition is getting updated, order billing, this document conditions are also getting updated in this tables. Earlier the table was used KONV, now is now this tables is getting used. So these kind of changes also we are going to talk about, like which tables has been obsolete, which tables has been introduced as a newly tablet in this for HANA. So this is one of the part. Second, we are going to talk about measure on Fury, guys. So when we're going to talk about the Fury, we should know like how the Fury is look like. So here you can find all the Fury applications. So as per the rules and authorizations, guys, you can find the Fury applications. If you look at the sales related applications here, is go to this group. So we'll talk about the complete details about the Furies. I'm just showing the very high level information, guys. Okay. So for example, if you want to see the sales order or create to sales order, go to this applications. This number is showing the count of sales order. And then here you can say all the order details. From here you can create the order. So your look and feels are completely different. It's not like the GUI. So these kind of differences, guys, you can see while we are going to work on the SD on HANA platform. If you're going to work on the SD on ACC platform, you cannot see the Fury because it supported only the few applications, not the complete applications. If you want to see the full capability of the Fury, we'll have to learn the SD on the HANA platform. Clear, guys, here? In the same way, if you want to see some reports, for example, let's go to sales order.
Hello. Ajit,
Hello.
Vaibhav this side.
Yes, Vaibhav. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, meanwhile you navigate, just have a question. When the server access will be provided, do we need to install the SAP GUI on our local system, or that would be
Not
a
not
cloud?
required. Not required. Not required. This is going to be a on-premise one. Okay, but you can access remotely. There is no need to, because I am accessing the laptop and desktop version here.
Yeah, yeah, okay, that's what.
Okay, so that's we can get it here. So I'm also this is not install my system.
Mhm.
Okay, so Fiori basically is taking some time while we are going to work on the reports, guys. Like we are accessing the embedded reporting here. Okay, all the things. So it takes some time, because unless you are not used to the application, it's difficult to get it. So for example, here if you want to see, let's go to the UST, click on go. And the performance of the Fury is totally depend on the size of the RAM, size of your internet bandwidth, okay, and then size of the application that which has been assigned to your roles. If you are having the hundred of roles, like I'm having the full authorizations, so in that situation, performance will definitely hamper. So you'll have to wait and keep paces, like if you want to go with the whole combinations. So here, for example, I'm just looking for the incoming sales order. So in the incoming sales order here, we can get all the incoming sales order data analysis. We can get the graphical representations here. Now we can see these are the incoming sales order we can see here. So now we can see based on the sales organizations, in which month, what values, and then what order quantity has been appeared. Okay, we can do the filter, we can do the sorting, we can do the drill down, we can download, take a dump. And the important part, guys, here you can play with these fields, and it's very standard. For example, if you here we don't have the build to part. If you want, then here just click add fields in the column axis. Once you click here, it's get added. So which fields basically user want to be added, they can generate their own structures. Here you can see the build to party, this is added here. But if you want to add here, like build to party here in the rows, it comes here directly after this. So this is a sales logger, this is a build to party. So now it's up to you how we are going to play with this fields. We are having the 100 of fields, and the user can create their own dashboard, and they can save as a variant. Okay, and then this is also going to be represented as a graphical display. If you click on here, it's going to be currently it's not showing because of the bandwidth issue, but we can see the graphical representation also as well, because here it's going to show too many data points. So we are going to minimize the data points, and we can see the graphical representation. We are having a lot of things for the graphical representation. So this part we are going to talk about. So when we are going to talk about the SAP SD, guys, on HANA, we'll discuss all these things in details. Are you clear, everybody here?
Yeah,
Anybody's
thank you.
having
Yes,
anybody's having any
yes, Ajit.
queries? Any queries, guys, here? So if you want to raise any queries, do let me know. Or if you want to ask anything from my end, please do let me know. Okay. If you don't have any questions, then we can close the sessions as well. So let me know your thoughts on this. Okay, so I think you guys are now okay, like what I have explained. Okay. If you have any issues, guys, do let me know. Okay, we can discuss further as well. Got it?
Ajit, maybe a last question.
Yes.
Are we going to cover any process as such as in terms of process mapping? For
So,
example, once we cover all the SD core,
mhm.
are we going to set up any particular process? Like, for example, if I want to have a return process
So
map,
yeah.
then
So
in that case, would that?
so that we are going to talk about everything in the process oriented. Okay. I'm not just going to
Okay,
talk about the document. Because unless you are not able to understand the process, so config will not help you. Process will help you
right,
how we are
right.
going to map the config, right?
True, true.
So we are going to talk about all the configurations, and we are also going to talk about behind the configurations, behind the process, what configurations we have made it. And then if you're going to make any changes in the config, where is the impact and how it's getting impacted the whole process.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Okay. Yeah. So I think, guys, thanks for the joining. Okay. And we will, any questions if you do have, guys, let me know. Else, who is ICC? Yes, Aditya.
Can we get the fees for that for this course? What will the fees?
Aditya, I don't know because I miss this. I think is Pallavi will answer for this. I am not. I'm here just to support you in kind of any technical things you want. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm not the right person. So Pallavi, you may speak to Aditya and other guys regarding this. Yeah, who is ICC? ICC has left. So let's, guys, close the session for a day, and then let me know later on if you have any issues or if you want any kind of further discussion. Okay.
Thank you, Ajit,
Yeah, sure.
for
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for
sharing.
the information.
Bye.
Thank you, Ajit.
Yeah. Bye bye.